So in today's video, I'm going to go over property reassessment taxes. So this is a question that I've been asked quite a few times because this is the year, particularly in like Ocean City and up above us a little bit too, Sussex County, Delaware are receiving their property reassessments. Now, each county, depending where the property is located, could have been last year or the year before. This really depends, but this is a hot topic, obviously, because market values and property values have gone up. So usually, taxes, when they do the new calculation, that usually brings your property taxes up. But how much? I'm going to go over that in this video, just how it works, how it calculates for, on the Maryland side, Delaware side, and most of all, how it affects you as a property owner if you currently own one, or if you're thinking about buying one. So you don't want to miss this one. If this is your first time here, I appreciate you stopping by. My name is Rich. I'm the local Coastal Maryland and Delaware realtor. So I have people that reach out all the time, and I love it. If you have any questions, contact information is going to be down below in the description. Let's hop into the video and talk tax assessments. Start with Sussex County, and really what, when they reassess property values, basically, each state, county, and municipal, so let's say like Ocean City or Ocean View, Delaware, or Bethany Beach, they'll have their tax rate too. And basically they assess the value of a property, and then they have a formula that they use to calculate what your property tax is going to be, for the year, or really, in this case, the next 3 years. So in general, really, if property values are going up, it usually means probably your property taxes are going to go up too. But the big question is how much. And I've seen some media blogs and articles that they always sound scary, but it's usually not as bad as you think. But I've got one I'm going to go over too, so stick around. You don't want to miss this one. Sussex County. So Delaware is an interesting beast, I should say, because it's really hard to find information, but I've got their tax rate. But I've also found this where actually on Google and some of the information on the county websites that Delaware really hasn't properly reassessed the property values in decades. So they're tremendously undervalued. Which property owners like that because you pay less tax, I should say. But they did announce, if you can see on here, this website I'll highlight, around in 2020, they announced that they're going to actually start updating some of these property values or the reassessment amounts. And that's another thing that I wanted to mention too, is usually your tax assessment amount doesn't match exactly what your property is worth retail value, like if you went to go sell it, which is a good thing. And I'll show you more so, again, because Delaware doesn't really make sense, but Maryland, what I've seen, and this is not exact science, but usually your tax assessed value is about 80% of your market value of your residence. And it's always behind anyway. So, but I'll show you some more on that just to explain that. But anyway, Sussex County, message 2020. So, and Sussex County is a large county, and plus you got 3 other counties headed north in Delaware. So they're still working it, but it is this year, 2024, is when they're supposed to come out with the new reassessments for property values. And what I could find, every state is going to be different, and the county is going to have a different rate. And of course, if you're in like a city limit, they could have their own rate as well. You can see on here, I found for Sussex County is 0.42%. I did a quick search here too, just clicking back just for like Ocean View. It looks like the town of Ocean View, they also have 0.2378 per 100 of assessed value rate, which you would add that in. Again, I'm going to show you a Maryland property just because I know it. I help the clients purchase it. So I know what they bought it for. I know what their current taxes that they're paying on it, and I just got their reassessment values on it. I help calculate that up to kind of give you an idea. But that's pretty much Delaware in a nutshell. Like I said, a lot of their numbers don't make sense. And just to give you an idea, I have it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, about a little bit shy of 1,500 square foot rancher in Dagsburg, Delaware listed. Taxes on that for the year is only like $652. And you heard me right, $652 for the whole year. And the property value of it, like if we sell it right now, it should be worth right around $380,000. So again, like I said, Delaware numbers don't make much sense. But that's just a quick overview for Delaware. This is an article from OC Today, and you can read by their headlines: property assessments in Ocean City skyrocket. So, you know, they get some clicks and views off of this for sure, but, you know, they're not totally wrong. I wouldn't say skyrocketed. You're always like, what's going on? But, you know, market values have gone way up too. I mean, really in this area, you know, 35 to probably 50% increase since 2020. So it's huge. So there's a lot of property owners that have gained a tremendous amount of equity in the property too. So with that in mind, you know, probably the property taxes are probably going to go up too, you know, which I'm pretty sure that they will. But this goes on and talks about it a little bit. Matter of fact, I like their opening line. They say property owners in Ocean City Tax District might be gasping for breath right about now. They also say residential properties have shot up 47.7%. You know, it really depends on the property. Like I said, they may be taking an average. I haven't double checked that number, but I can tell you from experience, I've just talking to a previous client. She purchased the condo back in 2020 for, I believe, $240 or $245. It's looking like it should be, the market value of it right now should be worth about $340. So she gained about $100,000 in equity, and I think that's about a 40% increase. You could check my math on that, but you know, so this isn't way off. Like I said, probably depends on the property, where it's located. This particular condo was on the canal, it's waterfront. So it's a nice unit. Jeannie, she's the budget manager for Ocean City, and she said it's too early for city officials to know how the reassessment of property values will affect property taxes, but that, you know, each year the city generally stays close to the constant yield rate. So a state calculated rate that shows what rate would be to keep the city's property tax revenue stream at or near the same as the year before. So basically they don't want to go backwards. They want to bring in the same amount of income, which keeping the tax rate the same shouldn't be an issue because property values have gone up. So that assessed value is going to go up, which it has gone up. So they could use the same rate. They're actually going to be pulling in more revenue. So basically what they're saying, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to increase the tax rate. Most likely they'll probably keep it the same. But property taxes, I believe, just looking at the information, they will go up. And they basically say here, Ocean City's property taxes slightly more than 45 cents per $100. I'm going to show you that breakdown here. So I'm going to go over the actual breakdown of a property, particularly in Ocean City, just because I've got a few reach outs on this. And I've got the rates on here. And so this particular couple, I helped them purchase a property in North Ocean City in 2018, towards the end of 2018. And they purchased the property, got a good deal on it for $270,000. It was a 2-bedroom direct oceanfront in a small boutique building. It's a good deal. So right now, I looked at it. The property probably would sell for right around like $415. Their tax assessed value right now is $219,700. And again, this is not exact science, but what I've seen, especially in Maryland, your market value of what you could sell it for versus the tax assessed value. Tax assessed value usually comes in about 80% of your full value. Again, that's not exact science, but that's what I've seen. So if you think about that, here, this is their tax assessed value right here. They bought it for $270, which they got a good deal on it. But if you take 80% of that, it should put you right around this mark here, maybe a little less. So they're estimated, they're paying about $3,000, let's just say $3,100 a year in their taxes. That includes, state, county, and OC tax. That's their property bill. So, and on their tax assessment letter that they received, which you might have received yours, because Ocean City and Worcester County is due for this year. Berlin, where I live, we received ours last year. So his total assessed value went up about $100,000. So $328,000. So I'm going to show you these calculations. So I calculated that, and they phase us in 3 years. So this year it's going to be, I'm going to show you that. Then year 2, then year 3, it's going to equal up to this. So their taxes are going to go up about $1,500 for the whole year, which I think I broke it down. It's going to end up to be about $150 more per month when it all said and done. But each year it's going to increase about $50 a month, if that makes sense. Year 1, this is what their assessment letter says the value of the condo is going to be. This is a condo. It's going to be $255,800. So if you divide that by 100, remember it's per 100. These are the rates that I came up with. Of course, these may not be exact. These two should be, but I think the Ocean City one might be just a little bit more than this, but this will be close to kind of give you an idea. Again, I'm not a tax person or anything like that, so I'm just kind of giving a good idea what it may be. So if you break that down, you're looking at a total tax of $35.99 annually. So, and if you're looking at that, it's about a $500 increase for the year. In year 2, tax assessed value is going to go to $291.9. So if you do the calculations again, it's going to bring this unit owner to an annual tax of $41.08. So again, it's increasing about $500 each year. Then finally, year 3, you can see where I have down here is the $46.15. So that's how you calculate that up. So I hope that helps. Again, this is just an estimate because a lot of people were asking me, well, how much different is the taxes going to be? What does it mean for me? Obviously, property values go up. When they apply the tax percentages, that's going to go up too. Just like insurance policies, they've gone up just because of inflation, and of course property values. It costs more to insure certain properties. But this could give you a good idea what that is, and not be necessarily fearful of some of these media headlines on there. Now they could, just like what we read in this article here. The tax rates could be adjusted. They could go up, and that could change those numbers. But just the way it sounds, and I think what I've seen, it usually, I think it probably stay the same. And of course, the state, the county, and Ocean City is going to get more income because property values have gone up. As a property owner, like on this condo here, they bought it for $270. They could probably sell it for now for let's say $415, somewhere in there in the low 4s. So they got a good amount of equity there. It was a good investment for them. So it's a good problem to have, even though I know nobody wants to pay extra taxes, me included. All right, so there we have it. I hope that helps you out and really gives you a grasp on how that reassessment works. So if you are an owner in the area, and of course if you had any experiences yourself, or you think I've left something out, make sure you leave a comment down below, or any questions. Always check those. I'll get right back to you. And if this has helped you out, make sure that you show some love. Click that like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the content that I come out with every week. And until next time, I'll see you soon.